The channel has a transparency problem. Not a small one, a structural one, and it impacts advisors, suppliers, and honestly, the health of the entire channel. Let me be clear about what I don't mean. I don't mean bad actors. I don't mean corruption. I don't mean anyone's out to screw anyone else. Most people in this channel are good people doing real work. But over time, we've built a system where information is fragmented, incentives are opaque, and nobody actually sees the full picture. And when nobody sees the full picture, decisions get slower, they get worse, and they get harder to make. Here's what transparency actually looks like today. Advisors are placing deals through multiple TSDs, direct with suppliers, through side arrangements, and sometimes without even knowing where a deal ultimately lands. Suppliers are trying to figure out what messaging works, which promos matter, why deals stall, and why certain competitors show up late and still win. And the TSDs, they only see what runs through their pipeline. So everyone's looking at partial data, pretending it's the truth. That's not strategy. That's confident guesswork, but it is still guesswork. This lack of transparency creates real problems. Advisors don't always know which options truly fit. They don't have time to cross-check everything. They end up relying on habit instead of insight. Suppliers spend money on programs they can't measure. They compete without understanding why they're winning or losing. They feel invisible unless they pay more. And the industry slows down, not because there's no innovation, but because information doesn't move freely. I've lived on every side of this. I've been the person asking for better data. I've also been the person told that's just not how it works. And I've been the person who knew there had to be a better way. And at some point, you stop asking for permission and you start building. Here's the belief that changed everything for me. Transparency doesn't have to hurt the channel. In fact, transparency strengthens the channel. When advisors have clearer information, they move faster, they trust their recommendations, and they close better deals. When suppliers see what's actually happening, they compete on value, they improve their messaging, and they stop wasting money. And when real data reflects reality, not politics, the entire system improves. That belief is why we built the Channel Companion. Not to replace anyone, not to blow up the channel, and definitely not to sell influence. We built it to create a neutral layer where conversations turn into insight, deals turn into learning, and the market starts telling the truth about itself. Because transparency only works if people actually use it. So if you're an advisor, a supplier, or an operator in this ecosystem, here's my ask. Don't accept opacity as the cost of doing business. Ask better questions, demand better visibility, and expect tools that actually help you think, not just transact. The channel doesn't need more noise. It needs clarity, and that is what the Companion brings.